fam, we are back. Actually, this is my first video on YouTube. This is basically going to be based off of fishing. We're actually going to get on here today behind my house to the creek where we've been catching a bunch of fish lately. Don't know if we'll catch any. They might be size range from about this big to about this big, maybe a little bit bigger. We'll catch you up when we get down to the spot. Okay, we're almost there. If you look down there, it's actually a nice sized pool where we were fishing. It's pretty low, seeing that it's in the summertime. And,
well, fall.
What?
Fall.
Yeah, actually. So I keep forgetting that we switched, but it's been cold and warm. But we're almost here. If you look out there, you see the rings going by? That is actually a bug going in.
I don't think they can see him.
No, it's gone now too. So, for today, we have two baits. First, we're going to start off with a spinner, saying that this is a spot for basically trout and fall fish, they're called. And then basically, it's called a trout magnet. I catch a lot of bass, trout, bluegill. Basically, you can catch whatever you want. Here we'll put up a couple pictures of some of the bass and bluegill
And pike.
and no, not pike. I've never caught pike on that, but and trout in here that we've caught on that.
Hopefully we get some.
First cast was a failure. There's a rock down here in the bottom of this hole where they like to sit, but my spinner is not spinning that good. So therefore, might be hard to catch.
Try jerking it.
I'm gonna try fishing it up the stream more to get the current on it, because the current will get it, like pull it to make it spin. We have 3 spots where we're fishing at. This is actually the first one, and then the second one's like I can see it from here. It's just right down the stream, and then the third one is a bit of a walk. And of course, there's something wrong with the spinner and this rod. The rods, both of them, are actually kind of broken. The second one that I'm going to be using has the spring in it is broken, so the thing won't close in it. And then this one, I'm not sure really what's wrong with it. It doesn't let the baits spin, like spinners that won't spin. It could also be the bait. Like this probably is the bait, because every time if I jerk it, it'll work.
I think it's because it's rusted.
Yeah, the bait might be rusted.
Maybe some WD-40 will help it. Probably not, because we're fishing for animals, so we don't want to poison them.
Thought I just got a tap, but
It may have been the rock.
alright, we're gonna try and switch to the second bait now. See if that will help anything.
Jeez, Bill. Look at that bend.
It's basically, they're called a trout magnet, where I'm using a pink one with the bobber on the top. And we'll just send it out here to the middle of the hole. And a lot of times the fish will like if you jig it. But seeing that we're in a creek where it's moving water, you don't really have to jig it because the creek current is actually doing the movement for you. So a lot of times you just basically set it out there and let it float down through and see if you can get anything. That one wasn't too bad of a cast, but it didn't get out that far. I'm moving on my bobber actually because it's actually not that shallow in here. Earlier this summer, it was way shallower. Even though it looks about the same, it's really not.
As you can see, there's logs right there, if you could see them.
I thought I got caught on a leaf.
That was a good
But
cast.
if you get it to the other side over here, in this hole, there's actually like a deeper spot there next to the weeds. And a lot of times, the trout like to sit there in that one spot.
Also
So
the fall fish.
a lot of times we'll catch them over there, and then we'll catch them down by this log right down here, as Landon showed you back there. Let's just try and get them.
Sorry about the glare if there is one, guys.
That was another pretty bad cast. Yeah, this. Oh, never mind, never mind. So let the rod is breaking. And let me turn on the drag. Alright, guys, we're actually going to move the spot too because nothing wants to bite in here, if there even is anything in here anymore. A couple weeks ago, I came down here and there was a couple, but we'll catch you whenever we get to the next spot. Okay, so we're at spot 2, and as you can see, there's a bunch of current, and it's pretty shallow out there. We don't like to fish out there at this spot. We actually like to send down the current and let it come up through and into this hole. There's a lot of times a bunch of fish that'll hang out back here. So as you see, so at the other spot, we're gonna start with the spinner, and then we'll go to the trout magnet. And basically the current just pulls it into here, and then we'll reel up through. But oh, something went at it. Something went at it.
It might have been a stick.
No, but I'm saying I thought I saw something like go after it.
That's fine.
Actually, we're just gonna flip it back here. That didn't work. I got it in a tree. So we're not gonna flip it.
We should have brought the box.
No, if we lose the spinner, then I'll just go to the other bait pole. Okay, so there's a lot of like little tiny weeds. Actually, it's basically just this weed here, and it keeps getting stuck on the hooks, and I keep getting a bunch of those. And that's where I want it. Alright, we're gonna switch to the trout magnet, and for this, I'm actually just gonna set it down in there and hope to, and just wait and hope that a fish will possibly bite it. I'm gonna try and set it down in there. Here the water is about, oh my.
Yeah, that way.
In the tree again. So here the water is about the same depth in that little spot there. If you get out more, it gets shallower. So Did you see what I'm talking about, guys? Like, look, if I just grab this here and I pull it, it actually pulls up the whole thing because the spring's broken. But
Something just hit it.
no,
Thought I
think
saw
it
a
was
ring around it.
I think it was the current. Like, we'll let some out. Let it go down a little bit. Current's pushing it in there. So here I might want to try and jig it just a little bit because of the fact that the current's kind of on the left. The current hits it a little bit and is taking it back kind of, the water curls around in a circle here. So like if I can just basically just try and like get it in the middle back there, it would be good. But I don't actually have my boots on today to wade out in the water to get it back into that corner. And these branches are in the way, so. Okay guys,
Maybe try putting the bobber a little bit lower.
nothing he wants to bite today. Might have a skunk today, but we're actually gonna head to spot number 3. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the deer, guys? Just jumped it up out of here.
I'm not sure if they could.
And it ran. If we get down here quick, we might be able to see it. I see it still. It's on the other side of the creek though. No, it's on our side. Actually, I think it just went across the creek and it up into the field.
Did you guys see that?
There's another deer down there, I think. I just saw way down there. But that's actually the first time down here. I've jumped a deer on this side. On the other side is our hunting spot where we hunt. And it's actually really cool. So down here, MS to spot number 1.
You mean spot number 3?
Spot number 3. There's actually 2 spots here where I'll fish, but there's just right here and then right there. So. That was a big freaking doe. It could have been that spike, but I don't know. I couldn't really tell. Okay, so here we're actually going to start with this instead of the spinner. And try and get it way out there. Trying to see if that deer ran over here at all and into the woods where our cameras are. Alright, I'm gonna lower the bobber on this so that it's slower down. Because here it's not actually as deep. It actually might be deeper in the middle. I don't know how deep it is in the middle, but it gets pretty deep right here. Alright, that'll be good.
Good cast.
We'll just let it flow down until it hits surface and then we'll reel it in.
I don't think I've ever seen it moving this fast.
I have a slight feeling that we're not going to get anything on this today. So this is actually for spot 4 right down here that I said about. There's actually a pretty good spot for this where they'll bite a pretty good bit with it, maybe. Look, there's a squirrel.
Oh, yep.
You see it? That thing across the tree. Guys, I love the outdoors. I actually just shot a deer 2 nights ago on Saturday night. And I go hunting all the time back here in the woods on my property that we have, or not my property, but like the neighbor's property and stuff. This is actually property that we got permission to ride our 4-wheelers on. So I might get some clips of us riding 4-wheelers down here sometimes. Like sometimes we'll ride 4-wheelers down in here to fish and stuff, but not a lot. I came on here 2 times and did that. Okay, well, on to the 4th and final spot. I know you guys are probably going to put in the comments that I'm not giving it enough time here and stuff, but here's this trick. They bite on the first couple casts and stuff. So I'm trying to like get it as much as I can and then switch over. Here, I'm actually gonna come down here. So this is actually, as you saw right there, is the spot to the side, and then it comes down here into this current, and they'll sit right here. I actually can't go out as far today. It's a little higher today. But they're actually way closer to where the deer crossed. I think that deer ran down through here and maybe over there. So if it ran through here, the deer or the fish might be a little spooked. We're just gonna send this out right here. We're going to let this sit as we're fishing the spinner. If you guys look at that bobber there, the current is moving it all around. And there's actually a stick there that it's probably going to get caught on. There's a decently big one and a kind of small one. But basically put it across the riffles. Oh, what the?
Jeez,
That
Blue
just
Jay.
freaking whacked my line. I either got hit by a fish or a rock there. I was trying to tell you guys, but then I got interrupted by Mr. Blue Jay.
It's all you, Blue Jay.
It'll take it down under that branch there, and then it'll just come across. But I'm actually gonna reel this in down here.
Take it down. Take it out a little bit farther.
Because I don't think we're gonna get anything on this. Just yeah, because we're snagged already. I'm probably gonna lose this actually. There we go. We got it back.
Put it out a little bit farther.
Actually, this one, I'm gonna send is over there.
That's snagged. How?
Okay, you see, I swear, the deer seem to be down here whenever we're not hunting. Except for that one time that freaking spike blocked 2 yards in front of me. In the blind, but otherwise, I swear they come down here whenever
Don't
we're
forget
not
the other
down
rod.
here. And we're trying to get a doe down here and not like any bucks. Because there's not any bucks down here except for a spike and a little 5-point, but the 5-point shows up at night on camera and no time other than at night. Okay, so sorry that you guys got cut off. My friend actually called me, but it's actually time to start heading out because we have to go, and we got skunked, I guess, for today. So have a good night. Hope to see you back in some more videos. Leave a comment. Tell me if you liked it. This is actually my first video, so trying to get like some stuff. So make sure you hit that bell icon. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. And that's all I have. Peace.